Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. Where I do what I do for you. I'm a continuation. I got some more information about living the meditative lifestyle, developing the meditative lifestyle. But this is going to be about the four parts that you need, the four components of meditation. So that's the heads up. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. The message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune to receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right Thinker's mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinkers Way of Life, through mental and spiritual discipline, daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal should be to know thyself. So I'm giving you the things you need to make that happen. You tune in and receive them and do what you do. So I ask the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. Get you to know you. That's what it's all about. Now, a person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. They're simple. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. Excuse me. A person who knows, excuse me, and know not that they know, don't follow them. They're spiritually asleep. I can awaken them what? I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. There you go. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. Sorry about that. I'm him. All these persons reside in you too. Right thinkers, know thyself and always to Mayat be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about the four main components of meditation. These are things that you need to know and understand in order to practice meditation correctly for it to work for you, to get the benefits out of it. So, there are four main components. I think I talked about this before of meditation. They are posture. I sit when I meditate. So I need straight, correct posture, upright, comfortable. Then you got to worry about inhaling and exhaling. We call it breathing, but you're going to have a rhythmic breathing. And count 5, 8 count, bring it out. Whatever you feel comfortable with the rhythm. My rhythm is that 5 and 8. So you can pick and find out what works for you. Again, you do what's comfortable for you. I give you the basics. You work out the kinks for yourself and make it convenient for you. Now, position, breathing. We ain't did nothing yet. We just sitting and getting in position. The brain ain't got to start working yet. Now, what you do? The life force through the breath controls what? Now you got to deal with sound. If you're in a quiet space, then you are got emptiness. If you somewhere, a lot of times you hear cars going by because I'm outside. So yeah, those are distractions. But once you get good, they will no longer distract you. You won't even hear them. Okay. In the visualization, see it in your mind's eye. They said. I love my man Reverend Ike. He had the conscious. He was wise. He was way ahead of his time with his consciousness. He wasn't with that old nonsense. He was talking good stuff and he had facts and proof to back it up. He knew God was here, not up there. I love that. So understand, when you go into meditation, you go into yourself. What? To get to your higher self, that's where it is. He's hidden up here, not down here. This belongs to you. This belongs to him. From the waist up, it's good. Waist down, not good conceptually. So that's the whole point. So when you got those four things, sitting, breathing, sounds. Some people I like to. At one time, I would have jazz music playing. I'm a jazz man. That soothes the metal moment, and then you use your mind eye to visualize the things that you want. That's how it's done. So now, once you get all that set up, in the beginning stages of practice, These components may be somewhat difficult and kind of hard to perform with daily consistency and coordination. But again, after about a week or two, now you get this feeling, and it gets comfortable. When you get comfortable with a routine, that's when you know you're on the right track. But with continued effort, they will happen. They will become pleasurable experience. You look forward to it. Why? Because it's something that happens to the dopamine. You can get high and have that feeling without a drug. You ain't got to be all-time altered states to get high. I told you can have mental climax all the time. Why? Ecstasy, bliss, just peace and calm. That's orgasmic. It's original. It's from you. It ain't outside. So, and when you start getting comfortable with your meditative state, it becomes a pleasurable experience, which will what will bring you where closer to your awareness of who your higher self. Again, when I say higher self, they know it to be God. We use God as that. No, supreme being, higher self. Yeah, because y'all just God. Ain't no respect. Y'all just throw God around like no, y'all humanize God, y'all make God no other God, all that nonsense. So y'all give him different names. Oh, my God's Allah. Blah, 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 blah. Nonsense. Again, don't care what you call the name you call your God. What do you know? The fact that you serve him and worship him and devote your time to him, to doing the right thing, that's more important to me. So understand that. I don't respect you for your religion. Moving on. What am I down here? So the higher self, yeah. It is difficult to what? Control the mind in the beginning. This is why you practice, because you don't have a good understanding. So you put yourself in the practice mode to get better. Self-improvement, meaning you take the initiative. Aspirants, that's what you're doing. You aspire to better yourself. And what'll happen? Many aspirants, there you go, my word, right thinkers, lose heart. Not my right thinkers. If you're a weak aspirant, you talk a good game, but when it's time to put the work in, you fall short. That's you. Many aspirants lose heart. Why? Because they have not obtained what? The results that they anticipated. If you go into meditation state looking for something, you're going the wrong way. You go to empty. You go to receive. You're the downloader now. You're receiving information. You ain't praying. When you're talking to God, you're praying. I don't pray out loud, so I keep everything within. Simple. Moving on. So when you're in meditative mode, it ain't no voice coming from outside. It's all from within. And that's what I'm going to tell you about. First rule law is what? The seven hermetic laws. The first one is mentalism. I got that coming for you. I do this. I'm gonna take you there. This perfect segue. Let's go. So where I'm at down here. Okay, but watch this. When you fall short of what you anticipated, it's because you set yourself up for the failure. If you want to look into the future before it happens, you're a fool. Simple as that. Walk into it. Why? Because you don't know what it is. Simple as that. So for you to try to predict or plan something that never happened, waste of time. Move on. Stay in the present and acquiesce to whatever situation you're going to be confronted with in life. They either what? They either quit prematurely, okay, before everything happened, or they jump to what? Different techniques without giving sufficient time for the exercise that they was given to work. If it ain't working because of you, it ain't the teacher, it ain't the technique, it's you. Keep saying that. They do not understand that, what's this? Although on occasions, profound changes will occur in a short period of time. That's not the norm, but some people is profound. Why? Because you went from one place to another like that. Why? You made a change your heart, change your mind, change your ways. That's how it's done. When most guys go to prison, they got nothing else but God. God is inside them. They don't know that until they get there and realize, who am I talking to? Yeah. But guess what? You're in the physical body. You got to deal with everything that comes with the circumstances that you did. That's karma, giving you what you deserve. Righteous people, good people don't end up in prison. So they ain't got to go there to find God. For the most part, it's a gradual process of becoming spiritually enlightened. Simple. It don't happen overnight. No, some people get it because, like I said, the profound change in them, when the light go on, they get it. Simple. Some people it takes a little while. That's why. And understand this. When you have started the decision to live a meditative lifestyle, what should that be? You should be developed along with one's formal meditation practices that you do in the morning, like I said, doing that. But then you got the informal. That's the one that integrate meditation into your daily lifestyle, whatever job you do. Use a meditative state of mind. Okay. This means acting, watch this, in such a way that there is a greater and greater what? Detachment from worldly objects and situations, and a greater independence of what? Of peace within yourself. Stop living for stuff and do the things that's gonna make you feel good, and you get rewarded for just what? Living, doing right. The blessings are yours. If you're not being blessed, you ain't living right. Simple as that. Ain't no other way to get blessed. There's no other way. When Christ said, I'm the only way, that's what he said. If doing the right thing, doing what I did is the only way, he's right on point. I agree 100% with that one. It don't have to be my philosophy. It don't have to be my thought. If it makes sense, I can identify with it. Count me on. Well, I ain't got a problem with that. Simple. I don't make stuff up. I don't create stuff. I just do what's laid out and do it the best I can and let it go from there. Simple as that. So if something that you give me, I'm a student of life, I'm always going to take heed. But if you give me something that does no use for me, I'm not going to take heed. It's just that simple. Understand that. And if you're trying to feed me religious concepts, don't waste your time. Please understand that. I don't do religion. But you go to church? Yeah. I fellowship. Get it right. Sorry. I'm tired of hearing. But you do. I know what I do. I tell you why I do it. I do it every time, but you still give me this nonsense. Well, you Christian. No, I'm not. I'm not a Muslim, not a Jew. Spiritual being having a human experience. I know who I am. Do you know you? Oh, I'm a Muslim. Oh, I love it. Ignorant. Sorry about that. Yeah, Christians say ignorant. So whatever clique, whatever group you claim religiously, that's ignorant. Simple as that. I don't have no problem with that. I'm just letting you know my opinion about it. You don't have to agree. Okay, don't care. But it's just an opinion and it's mine. Like opinions like buttholes and armpits. We all have them. Sometimes mine stink. If you don't agree with it, yeah, it stink to you. I don't care. But it's my opinion. Moving on. We all give it. So moving on. Ain't no big deal. Sorry about that. Where we at? And they do not okay, the process okay now. When you get better at doing you, separate yourself from the world, what happens? This can only occur again, only occur when there is a keen understanding of one's what? Deeper self and the nature of the world of human experience. I can tell you, I'm a spiritual being, divine, having a human experience. And if I live right, I can live a divine life and guarantee myself what? An afterlife conceptually. And along with what? Formal meditation practices and your other activities, which will what? Promote physical health. I'm in the gym every day. Diet. I got a nice lesson for that coming up on the diet. When we used to say diet, we used to ask what color. Real quick joke. Fat people. Only fat people go on a diet. But if you didn't get fat, you didn't go on a diet. If you have a healthy diet, we're gonna get to that, but I just want to get on to that. You ain't fat because you fat because you just choose to be, and you don't put the physical fitness in, you're going to be obese because you're going to eat, you're gonna store food, and if you ain't doing nothing to burn it off, you're going to get fat. It's fact. Diet and what? Exercise avoids obesity. The Eastern countries, they don't have a bunch of obese people. No, why? They do what they do for themselves. It's personal. They're not competing with John down the street or Paul across the street. They doing their own thing. We here worrying about how Johnny doing it, what he got going on. Nosy. Okay, focus on yourself. That's what we don't do in the Western civilization. A whole bunch of everybody else, not themselves. Of course, our third eye ain't open. If we have more people conscious, we'll start looking outward and start looking inward. But you got ordinary people, watch this, do things in order to what? Gain objective, gaining some objective, or to what? Derive some pleasure or reward for their action. Now we're coming down to what I call the doer and the non-doer. Are you a doer? Yeah, I'm a doer. I'm a doer. Before you even understand what the question is told, you hear do and you think that's a good thing. See? Pay attention. Moving on, I'm gonna get that breakdown for you. Now, from a yoga or a Buddhist perspective, there are, you ready? Doers of action. Yeah, okay. Again, before you open your mouth and make a decision on something that ain't even been done yet, you watch the Family Feud. He reading the question. They hit the button. What? I don't know. Hold your water. Hold your water. Reframe until you hear everything out. Okay. Listening is an art form too. If you didn't understand, that's what a lot of y'all don't do. And from yoga position or concept perspective, you got doers of action. And who are they? They act out of what? Unconscious and subconscious desires that arises in the mind where at any given time. That's ego. That's emotion. That's how you feel. Did the body desire sex? Now I gotta go look for a woman. Why? I want to have intercourse. I want to get a dog. I want to have some. See, those are all desires of the flesh. That's why. And those are doers. Okay, your subconscious rise out of mind. And watch this. They are thus what beset with. Watch this. With perpetual state of unrest and agitation. If I'm in the mood and I can't find nobody to help me, I'm pissed off. I'm upset. I ain't getting none. See? All these is physical things that the mind gives into. Watch this. And the meditative way of life will take care of those problems. Watch this. Means that your actions are now always affirmations of what your higher knowledge and awareness of what, and it's not based on your unconscious desires of the flesh or your emotions from the ego of the mind. When you have self-control, when you want to do something that you feel like I got the right, I can do that. But if it's not advantageous, if it's not prosperous or good, you can do it. And you probably will. But it's the consequences of that action that a lot of people don't want to pay. The rule is it's self-defeating when you get caught cheating. Why? Because you don't want to pay them dues. Why? It might be a little steep. Sometimes it can cost you your life. Moving on. That's why. So understand what you're doing before you do it, and understand everything you do. Your IRE have karma with it. That means if you do this, that's going to happen. Another part. Okay, another part of my lesson. I'm going to give you 7 hermetic values. Another principle, cause and effect. Okay, I got to get to this lesson because all this falls under all the things I'm about to tell you about. So stay tuned. I got more lessons for you. Let's go. Let me get through this one. But watch this. Where we at? It means that your actions are affirmations of your higher self, and you got your mind in order. Your emotions ain't controlling you. Your ego ain't directing you, and you're doing what you're supposed to do. That's a beautiful thing. And what happens? The perfection of this self, spiritual discipline, will only come with practice. What? Yeah, daily practice. Yeah, daily practice. Alex, I take daily practice for 1,000. How do you get your act together with daily practice? Again, and when this art is perfected, again, you ain't perfect, no, but it's some perfection that you can have a concept that will perfect that art of what? Cause and effect. I know if I do right, I'm going to get right back. I know if I do sneaking wrong, I'm going to get that back. So the choice is yours. Like my man, the booty bandit, we can do it the hard way or we can do it the easy way. Bottom line is, it's going to get done. I'm going to enlighten you one way or another, the hard way or the easy way. The hard way is you keep fighting and give me a whole bunch of nonsense, but the easy way just confirm and conform and practice what I'm teaching you and know for yourself. Yeah, that right thing can work. That's all I want to hear. That's all I've been hearing. That right thing can work. That's why I give it to you. When I sold drugs, it got you high. That's why sorry about that. The analogy don't change. The concept don't change. I still have the same philosophy about whatever it is I'm doing. I'm going to do it good. I'm going to do it right and make sure what? That is good. I use it. I did my drugs. Okay? So I practice what I teach. Moving on. Let me wrap this up. I see the clock. Let me get this done. I'm almost home. Now we got the first. Now when the perfection of this discipline only comes with practice, and when this art of knowing thyself is perfected, the practitioner, which is you, is referred to as what? A non-doer. Well, no. Again, you thought. If I hear another I thought, I'm gonna freak out. Stop thoughting. Thought is something that you had before you manifest something. If you haven't thought about something that never happened, you can't be correct. Why? Because it's just a thought that means nothing. Comes from nothing. That's the ego self, comes out of nowhere too. Same thing. But a thought means nothing. I got a lesson for that too. But this is what? Because even though they may be doing many things in their life, right? In reality, they have what? Discovered that the true reward for all right thinkers of life is what? It do not depend on the outcome of any activity. It's fruit or reward. You don't do things for that. No, no, no. You do the right thing. Remember, selfish service is what we offer. You do it because it's the right thing to do. You ain't doing it for reward. You ain't doing it for somebody to owe you a favor. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. And guess what? Whenever you do that for somebody else, he'll do it for you. Those are called blessings. Why? When you do something for somebody else, they don't have to take care of you. No. He sees your work. He know the intent. He know your heart. So he will take care of you. See the concept? Moving on. Let me wrap it up again. The main difference. Nope. Nope. Sticking to my guns. I'm going to shut it down. I'm coming back with the next lesson. Doers and non-doers. How about that? I'll break that down for you from a meditative point of view. And right thinkers at the lesson in closing. May all my right thinkers live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I never know that right thinkers like you have passed away. Keep meditating. Put in your lifestyle. It works. I'll be back.